In the summer of 1993, 15-year-old Melissa Simmons was found dead in the Pere Marquette River in Mason County. Her death was ruled a homicide.
Investigators never determined an exact cause of death, but they did rule out drowning. 9 on 10's David Leiden joins us with where the investigation stands today in part 2 of our special report, Unsolved, the Melissa Simmons case.
Kevin and Courtney, law enforcement have received a number of tips surrounding this case, but it remains an open investigation.
It's been 26 years. It's time for people to come forward and let's give Melissa the justice she deserves.
Mason County Sheriff Kim Cole says there were plenty of theories about what happened to Melissa Simmons in the days, weeks, and months following her death in June 1993.
There was a theory that maybe she had gotten tangled up with some young men in the community. That never panned out. There was some concern about some family members that was rumored that didn't lead us anywhere initially. Our investigation has taken us outside the state of Michigan. It's certainly taken us outside of Mason County, and obviously it's taken us to a lot of places inside of Mason County.
And tips continue to trickle in.
We've had a lot of conversations with people who have second and third and fourth hand information, but unfortunately those conversations never lead anywhere. But there are people that do have first-hand information. I am 100% confident there are people close to Melissa who know what happened.
The passage of time has done two things for this case. It's added to the frustration that whoever killed Melissa Simmons is still out there. But it's also given rise to new technology that could finally help solve this case.
The most frustrating thing for me is there are people here who know firsthand what happened, and they are choosing not to speak, and that's a choice, okay? That is a choice, make no mistake about it. It's time for people to help us seek justice for Melissa.
The question of what happened to Melissa Simmons is one that has hung over the town of Scottville for nearly 3 decades now, and it's a case never far from the minds of law enforcement in Mason County.
We want to get it solved for the citizens of this county who every anniversary, every birthday of Melissa's that comes and goes, the anniversary of her disappearance comes and goes. There are people who have questions and they deserve answers.
Answers that have been sought ever since the night of June 23, 1993 by both detectives and those who call Scottville home.
If you do know anything and you haven't said something, it's probably weighing on you too. It's hurting Melissa's family. It's hurting Melissa's justice that you're not coming forward. Closure is really what it's all about. That's all we need. Closure and justice. At this point, there's nothing that means more.
If you know anything about what happened to Melissa Simmons, you are asked to call the Mason County Sheriff's Office. In the studio, David Leiden, 9 on 10 News.